Hi everyone! Do you know the name of the place where you live? If somebody had to ask you where you lived, would you remember it? Do you know the name of your village or your town or the city or the area where you live? Is it easy to remember the name of that place? I wonder how it is for the people in the village with a long name. This is a lovely book. I enjoyed reading it and I really wanted to read it out to you. So I asked the book's author, Asha Nehemiah, if I could do so. And she said, of course, she would love it to be read out. And so here I am reading The Village with a Long Name by Asha Nehemiah and illustrated, that is the drawings. All the pictures in the book are done by a wonderful illustrator, Suvidha Mistry. I love the colors and all the details in the pictures. We're going to see it as we go along. What do you think this book is about? The village with a long name, a village with a long name, yeah? Okay, and what do you think happens there? How long is this name? Now look at these images here. There's a little bit of reflection. Where do you think this book is set? Look at the way the people are dressed. Look at their hairstyles. What are they wearing? I can see a little girl writing something on, is it a wall? I wonder what this long thing is. Look at it. It seems to have stamps at the top there. And she's writing in a script. Does that give you a clue to the kind of area that this book could be set in? Let's start and see. In the village of Thayam Thata, Thayam Taha, Taka Dimi, Chimi Shimipur, all the streets had very, very long names. Names like Anarkali, Masalakali, Kathakali, Kuchipudi, Kolatam, Mohiniyattam, Patina, or Kabdi, Babdi, Koko, Toko, Bambaram, Nambaram, Sadagudu, Chadagudu, Nagar. And so if you wanted to send a letter to someone living there, you would need a really long envelope. Look at the envelopes that they're using just to send a letter to somebody who lives in this village. That's the little flap of the envelope, and look at the address. Can you imagine posting envelopes that are that long? The people of the village knew their way around. They did not get mixed up between Muruku Buruku Chakli Nakli, Karaku Buruku Nagaram, and Laddu Daddu Jangri Jalebi Kalakan Gulakan Peda Beda Pettai. If they ever got lost, they would stop at the tea shop or check with Shekhar, the owner. There's the tea shop. That looks like a fun place to be. Can you see Shekhar there with the red scarf around his neck? There's Shekhar. And he's talking to somebody who's standing with a very, very, very long paper, obviously with an address in this village with a very long name. And there's somebody there next to Shekhar, and she is making tea. And the people are chattering around. There seems to be a fruit seller. What fruit is he selling? Can you see? Yes, and there seems to be a lot of jokes happening. I can see jars with yummy biscuits and with garam garam chai, hot tea. Oh, those biscuits would be so tasty. Or they would ask Gauri, the postwoman who cycled all over with a bag full of extra long envelopes. There's Gauri. Can you see her? And who does she have carrying in the front with her? In a little sling. Her baby. How does that baby look to you? Is he sleeping peacefully? Is he crying? And they're all people receiving letters from Gauri. Look at the envelopes, how long they are. And look how Gauri carries them. She's got this one here. Can you see these? And they're little rolled up envelopes. And even in the front of her cycle, she's got envelopes here, all rolled up. How clever she is to carry her baby in a sling. Nothing is stopping her from working. And plus, she seems quite ingenious to roll up those envelopes, to carry them around and distribute them to all the villagers. Gauri had a baby and she would sometimes take him along. He would be in a sling and asleep most of the time. How do you think that baby felt in that little sling? Do you think he was comfortable, or do you think it was like a bumpy ride all the way? He seems to look very, very comfortable and sleeping really nicely. Everything worked fine until the day a van loaded with boxes of sweets meant for the wedding in the village head's home landed up in the school by mistake. This led to many happy children and one very angry village head. Look at the children here, how happy they are. If boxes of sweets landed up at my school, I would like motichur laddu. Which sweet would you like? And look here at the village head. She's not looking very happy. We must put up some signboards so that no one can get lost, said the head of the village. And she ordered new signboards to be put up. She's looking really cross there. When the extra long signboards were put up, many of them toppled over with the first time it rained. And also because the signboards were so very, very, very long, the arrow indicating a turn to the left or to the right was sometimes painted halfway through the board. It was not unusual, therefore, to often come across people who had missed the arrow, or who had walked straight ahead or had taken a turn in the wrong direction. And so it happened. The grandfather, taking his goats to the village market, walked straight into the pond, and the man carrying mango saplings walked straight into a... Can you see? What is he walking into? There's a clue over here. What does that look like? A beehive. And look at those signboards, how long they are. At the tea shop, Shekhar, the owner, said, "These days the people stopping at my tea shop are all very angry. It's not a happy place anymore." "My baby is not happy either," said the postwoman Gauri. "Since no one stops to chat with me, my baby is always crying. My day is so hard now," she said. There she is. Shekhar, not looking very happy, a little alone in his tea shop. And Gauri, look at her baby. How different is that from the picture we saw earlier? The baby is crying and bawling. "These long straight boards are a big mistake," agreed the village head. "Let's get new signboards. Instead of spreading them straight out, the new boards will curl around the pole. They can be read in one place and people won't miss their turning." So here she is ordering the men to put up new signboards that will curl around a pole. So the new signboards were put up. This caused some new problems. The lady selling marigolds got so dizzy that she spilled all her flowers. The rope seller got tangled up in his own rope when he went around and around and around and around reading the boards. Here they are, all tangled up. The flower seller has dropped all her flowers there, and the rope seller is there, and look at him. And look at the people's eyes. What does it look like? How are they feeling? They're all so dizzy. The worst was the man who tried to read the board from down to up instead of from up to down, and ended up on top of the tree instead of at the bus stop. There's a man. Can you see him on top of the tree? Look at that. And everyone is like so dizzy, just reading signboards. There's only one thing we can do, said the people. Let's take down all the signboards. They removed the signboards and the village head decided on a better use for them. What better use could they have for the signboards? Could they recycle it? Make it into what? She ordered that the wood and the metal be used to make a playground for the children. They chose a spot where there were many mango saplings and marigolds, where these mango saplings and marigolds had already been planted. And everything went back to normal. People hardly ever got lost, and if they did, they just stopped at the tea shop to check with Shekhar, or they asked Gauri, the postmistress. Look at the children, all so happy. What can you see them do here? I can see a girl reading, and I'm really happy to see that. Can you see a little boy playing with a doggy? And I can see children playing with a line of stones. Are they balancing it? We used to play something like this when I was young, called 7 Tiles, and it was a lot of fun. My tea shop is a happy place again, smiled Shekhar. I'm happy too, laughed Gauri. People stop to ask me the way and then we chat. Best of all, I found out how to stop my baby from crying. And she sang the song which had all along been the secret of her baby sleeping happily. Go left at Anarkalli, Masala Kalli, Kattakalli, Kuchi Putti, Kolanatam, Moiniatam, Pattinam. Turn right at Kabadi, Babadi, Koko, Toko, Bambaram, Nambaram, Sadaguru, Chadaguru, Nagar. Let's sing it again. Go left at Anarkalli, Masala Kalli, Kattakalli, Kuchi Putti, Kolatam, Moiniatam, Pattinam. Turn right at Kabadi, Babadi, Koko, Toko, Bambaram, Nambaram, Sadaguru, Chadagudu, Nagar. So I love this book, and you know what I loved doing was imagining my own village with a really long name. But I thought I don't just want it to be any village. I don't just want to copy what Suvidha Mistry has so beautifully done. And I thought, I love baking, I love cakes, I love making all kinds of breads. And so I thought I'm going to make a village that is themed on baked goodies. And so I drew it. I didn't color it, but I would love you to color your village. And that's my little village. And it's called Rough Puff Short Crust Crumble Rumble Sponge Wunge Mirangi Virangi Macaron Yummy Pur. That's my village. And I do little things like here is a donut pond. Can you see it? They've got little duckies. I even tried to draw a lotus here. Okay, and these are a pathway of cookies going to the donut pond. And here is the oven school, which is baking children bright. Can you see the oven? And all the knobs, it looks like an oven. Then they drive in, drop their kids off here, and they can go out here. And there are houses which are like wedges of cakes and like a cupcake looking one and a little Danish pastry. Can you see it swirly whirly? And this is a secret, long time ago, before I told stories to children, I used to make wedding cakes. That was my profession. And here it is. I couldn't resist one little wedding cake and other things. Now this is the absolute delight, because it's really, really difficult to make for any baker. And that is my croquembouche mountain. Croquembouche is this fabulous dessert that has the little puffs filled with cream, ooey and gooey, and there are clouds of spun sugar around it. So that's my Croquemboche mountain. This is my Black Forest. It's the Black Forest, the Black Forest cake. So I did a little pun on that. And this here, really the Bun Fun Park. So this is my little baking, little bakery drawing. So why don't you do one? On any theme. It could be books themed, it could be music themed, it could be sports themed. And send it in to me. I would love to see your villages with very, very long names. Bye.